I'm up at 4:30 and I don't go to bed till like 1 o'clock in the morning. Fluorescent lights and computer screens is a lot of what I do, and it's hard. And when I'm here, I feel so alive. We're really busy, but we build time into our schedules to make sure this farm works.
This is the good life.
Hi, my name is Andy Borak, and my wife and I own and operate Red Fern Farm in Floyd County, Virginia.
This is the good life.
So I grew up in the suburbs, and while the suburbs provided a lot of amenities and niceties, there was something missing. And so when Vanessa and I had our first child, we decided that we needed to move to the country and give them the exposure and access to nature. We originally thought about starting a homestead, but the more we looked into it, we decided that market farming was a little more up our alley because we like to go full throttle and ramp things up quite a bit. My background is in law enforcement and experiential education. My wife and I both work full-time jobs, so our plates are really full. Getting up at 4:30 in the morning for those harvest days, I mean, it's a slog. It is. I mean, I'm up at 4:30 and I don't go to bed, especially on like Friday. Sometimes before market, we don't go to bed till like 1 o'clock in the morning. But we find time to follow our passions and build a farm. Being outside and working with my hands and being with my family, being present in nature puts so much energy and happiness in my soul, and just like this crazy smile when I'm out there doing what I love. Red Fern Farm sits beautifully in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and we run a small bio-intensive micro farm, it's about half an acre. We do really intensive cropping of vegetables. We run a small cut flower operation. We have a small flock of heritage breed laying hens that we rotate through pasture, and we sell eggs. Have a small apiary, and we sell at a local farmers market. It's about a 20-minute drive from here. It's a small city market, and that's our main customer hub is at that market. So when we first started, it was all veg, and Vanessa enjoyed doing it. She would help me with the harvesting, but she wasn't really into the growing aspect. So I just started a bunch of flower seeds, put them in the ground, and when they bloomed, she took off. Because of that, she's really kind of encouraged the expansion of the farm and kind of the flower enterprise of Red Fern.
I've always loved flowers. We had a small garden at our old house that I loved picking them, and I just like seeing what goes together, putting it together and making it look beautiful.
Typically my week, Monday through, say, Wednesday, I'm doing seeding and transplanting and kind of getting that side of it done. Thursday and Friday is typically harvesting, washing and packing. Saturday is our market, and Sunday we kind of reserve for being together as family. So I have two daughters, Bailey and Avery. I think they like it, but it's funny because there's normalcy to them. I grew up in the suburbs, so for me, this is like this crazy, awesome experience, and to them, it's just life. So I don't know if they get the big picture of what it is and how lucky I think they are, but they do enjoy playing in the creek, running through the woods, helping me on the farm whenever they can. So I do think they're living their best life out here.
Ultimately, what we want is just them to experience and learn through nature and just enjoy being kids.
So when we started the farm, we put in an initial investment, and then since then, we've bankrolled our entire operation. So infrastructure and building that out has been slow. And so Our washback is currently in our basement along with our seed starting operation. The greens harvester has been instrumental in the idea of expanding the farm. When we put down our first beds of baby greens, I was cutting everything with a hand knife, and it was taking me 45 minutes to cut a bed. So halfway through our first year, we got that and changed my life. And so I was able to grow the farm really because of how much time saving that tool has given me. We got our first tunnel in during the beginning of our second season of growing, and immediately recognized the benefits of growing undercover, especially with tomatoes. So we've expanded our caterpillar tunnel into like 4 at the current moment. It has been a game changer. Being able to control the water gives us a little edge on both shoulder sides of the season as far as starting stuff and getting stuff earlier to market. But really, it is about dampening the light, creating a little cooler environment, and protecting the crops from the torrential downpours. Getting up in the morning is it's tough. Drag myself out of bed, make my pot of coffee, but when that first sip hits my lips and I'm stepping out the door and that burst of cold air goes into your lungs, and you can hear the birds chirping, and you can hear the frost and the dew kind of swishing on your boots, is kind of my blissful escape. And it's just me out there harvesting, and it's just like this great atmosphere, and it's me, myself, and I outside, and then the alarm goes off on my watch, and I'm just like, time to go to work. And it's just like this soul-crushing feeling that I have to leave this behind to go and do something else. I've really grown an attachment here, and like I'm building something that I'm really proud of and something that I want to do long term. I feel a really deep connection to the farm, and so going to work, it's just more time away from building what I potentially, or what I know I can do here. The goal is to go full-time farming, and where that lands, you know, in a year basis, I'm not sure. It could be 3 years, it could be 10 years, I don't know. But what's gonna take to get there is more hard work. The good life for me, really, I think of it as we're building the good life, because I can see where we're going, and it's, for me, it's the moments that I have with Vanessa and my kids, and we're just outside and we have the space and we're in nature. There's the smells and the sounds, and we're laughing and playing together, and those small moments make up the good life. I think you need to stay the course and follow your passion. It's hard, but when you have a passion and desire to do something, you get that, just that extra bit of energy. You really just gotta push through and just realize that you're making strides. It might be small, and sometimes it might be backwards, but you're gonna change direction, and you're gonna pull through.